Miss Leslie appears in person and per se. Where's your attorney? Are you going to have an attorney represent you?
I am presenting myself.
You know you have the right to an attorney.
I did not request an attorney. That is correct.
You want to proceed on your own behalf, and you can do that. No one's going to stop you from doing that. And you can hire, and if you can't afford, you can apply for court appointed. And if you qualify, one would be appointed. Do you understand that?
I comprehend, yes.
You do not wish to have an attorney.
I do not wish to have an attorney.
All right. I will show on the record that you've waived your right to an attorney. Miss Leslie, how do you plead to count one, interference with law enforcement officer?
A plead would be inappropriate at this time. I'm hoping to request a continuance.
Why would a plea be inappropriate at this time?
Your Honor, for the record, I am Sydney Taylor Leslie in propria persona sui juris. I am here by special appearance only and not making a general appearance. I reserve all of my rights, remedies, and objections, including but not limited to any objection to jurisdiction over my person. I require a continuance in this matter. I intend on filing a subpoena for body cam and cruiser footage. There are facts in dispute on this matter that I'm looking to clear up before the matter can continue further.
All right, I will grant a continuance for you to obtain discovery, but if you don't know how to do the things you just rattled off, you better have an attorney do it for you. Do you understand?
I understand.
All right. Mr. Aguirre, do you wish to be heard before I pick the date for this?
Your Honor, this does appear to be the first setting since the first appearance hearing before Judge Hart back in June. If the court is prepared to set this matter over for discovery purposes, the state does not object. I'm not sure if the court wishes to set that matter for merely control at this time, but I'll defer to the court on that point if the court will find that the bond is being continued and this continuance is at the request of the defense for speedy trial purposes.
All right, Ms. Leslie, you're charged again with interference with law enforcement officers, a Class A non-person misdemeanor, driving without insurance, a Class B misdemeanor, and driving without a license in your possession, an unclassified misdemeanor, as well as failing to register your vehicle, another unclassified misdemeanor. The judge would have gone over these with you at first appearance. You want to go over them again as far as the penalties?
No, thank you.
All right. You've indicated you want to exercise certain rights that you are entitled to and encouraged to. But as I said, an attorney could certainly help you carry out those rights. And you said you do not want that attorney?
That is correct.
Well, I'll have the record and the docket notes show that you have waived your right to counsel and that you know what you're doing. Now, then, do you want to set it for trial, Miss Leslie, or do you want to get the records and look at them and then set it for trial?
I would like to have a continuance, perhaps for discovery or an evidentiary hearing if possible.
Well, I can continue it for both those readings.
Okay.
For reason. All right, you'll need to be back here with all your witnesses September 24th, 2025 at 1:30, and that will be by Zoom again.
Your Honor, if I may just get a little more time due to the fact that I'm going to be submitting the subpoena and I'll need discovery and I need to just review it so that I can have adequate time to present myself for my defense.
Well, that's 30 days. You don't think that'll be enough? How much time are you asking for?
I'm hoping for at least 60 days. I would prefer October 29th.
October 29th. This is continued to October 29th at the defendant's request. Is that over your objection or not, Mr. Ricky? I don't remember any objections.
Your Honor, if the court is prepared to set this matter for trial, the state does not oppose that, but the state will be requesting a ruling as to whether or not the bond is to be continued and if this continuance is at the request of the defense.
Court does find this request at the defendant's, and the time will count against the defendant for speedy trial purposes. The matter is continued for bench trial to be heard. So, Miss Leslie, it's going to be here by Zoom. Right. Be sure you have your evidence ready. If you're going to screen share it, whatever you're going to do, make sure you can do that. And if you need any help getting your discovery or presenting your evidence, you're always able to hire an attorney. And if you can't afford one, apply. It'll be October 29th at 1:30. Now, Mr. Regier will be subpoenaing witnesses himself for the state. And if you find out or decide you don't want to go with a bench trial, let him know as soon as you can so he can cancel any of those witnesses.
Thank you, Your Honor.